About a year and a half ago while I was here in Miami, I got arrested for disorderly intoxication. Don't cheer it. That's not the reaction I was looking for. Disorderly intoxication is a BS charge, usually, all the time. It's a personal issue between you and a police. A disorderly intoxication charge is a police officer saying, hey, I don't like you, and I'm willing to do paperwork behind that shit. That's what that is. I don't like you, and I'm willing to go to court in a month behind that shit. So, whatever. It's a petty little charge, but because it was me, a month later, it's still talking about it on local news here like it's a triple murder or some shit. They're doing updates, and somebody sent me this link while I was on vacation, ruined my day.
Now, new video just released of the night of a popular comedian arrested in Miami, and we are now getting a look at what happened thanks to body camera footage from the arresting officer. Local 10 News reporter Leanne Morajon she has taken a look at that video, and she's joining us live now with what else.
Like I said, this is a month old at this point, but they say, hey, he can't handle this news by himself. We gotta get Leanne on the street for this shit. Get Leanne on the street, separate camera crew for Leanne. We need an update right now. What's up?
Live now with what else it reveals. Leanne.
And Calvin, all of this unfolded off of Northwest 2nd Avenue and 20th Terrace outside of BET's Art Basel party.
Hold up. I don't know why they brought up the BET Art Basel party. I think because I'm black, they brought up the BET Art Basel party. Because guess what? I was not at the BET Art Basel party. 100%, this story is how I found out about the BET Art Basel party. And then I got upset that I wasn't invited to the BET Art Basel party.
Miami police say they asked Hannibal Buress to leave several times.
I feel like
several times.
This is like too much. It's a little too much. She put too much stank on it for me. You know what I mean? Like, several times.
Several times.
What is like? Could you do it with less neck and just more objective journalism, please? Like, several times.
Several times.
Several times.
Several times.
Fucking bobblehead ass shit we on right here. Fucking. You just got.
Several times.
What is all this? Just fucking straight down the barrel, because you're trying to, it feel like you're putting some stank on it for the people back at home, and they might want to make their own opinion. They might just be like, oh, she did the neck shit. They're right. The cops are right. Look at her neck. Several times.
Several times after he showed signs of intoxication, but he refused. So this body camera footage shows some of the exchange.
Hey, it's me. What's up? This cop. He's stupid.
It's not a crime. That's not a crime. Now, I'll tell you what led up to that moment. So I was down here in Miami. It was December. And I'm sure you all have seen when people from cold climates come down here during the winter time, overreact a little bit. You get to feel all that warmth. Like, shit, whoa, you start sweating. And I had more drinks than I usually have, you know? How many drinks did I have? I don't know. How many albums does Snoop Dogg have? You don't know either. You just know it's more than 10 and less than 30. And so I was with some folks. We were out and about having a good time, some early afternoon kicking it, and they didn't know me that well. I don't blame them for anything, but they just didn't see the sign to get me out of there. It was a danger sign, but it's not obvious. It's once I started salsa dancing perfectly, get me out of there right away. Just as soon as, if I'm twirling strangers and I feel, if I ain't even looking at my feet while I'm salsa dancing, get me out of there. If I'm just hitting it, suavemente, get me out of there. So I'm at this spot, salsa dancing, having a great time. I stopped because that shit is cardio intensive. I was exhausted. I realized, I said, I need to go back to the hotel, take a nap, drink some water, reset, hit the streets back fresh again. I step out, phone's dead. It's hella packed out in Wynwood, hella traffic, can't just get a cab. And so I walk a little bit and I see a police officer and I say, hey, call me an Uber, I'll give you $20. They're supposed to protect and serve. Here's an opportunity to do both. Call me an Uber, I'll give you $20. He says, no, that's fine. Maybe he's a Lyft person. I don't know his life like that. Not a big deal. I walk off. I look back, same cop, full uniform. This girl's leaving the club. He's kissing girls on the cheek, doing all types of fly shit. I hated on that. Hey, you out here kissing motherfuckers? Can't call me an Uber? Now, I thought that was hilarious, but comedy is subjective. And he didn't appreciate that. He tells me to leave. Leave the premises, leave. And I do leave. We outside. That's easy. It's hella blocks out here. I go to another block. What am I gonna stay on this block for? Not getting no Ubers out here. I'm leaving. And I go into this bar. It's very close, around the corner. Going into that bar, I wanna, put my hands on something, stabilize a little bit, maybe drink a little water, charge my phone at 10%, network with some folks, see if anybody else wants this $20 Uber opportunity. Going to this bar trying to get it together. This cop's upset. He follows me. He followed me into the bar. Say, hey, you can't go to that bar. You too drunk to go into that bar. Well, where should I be? Where you think just the general street during a festival? That's better? Where do you want me to be? You see, I'll just talk to you and you got a gun. How you think I'm gonna talk to gunless strangers out here? You gotta leave the bar. You can't be in the bar. So I do leave the bar because I don't wanna get shot in the face and have it justified. Yeah, I had to shoot him in the face. His teeth, they look like 32 tiny guns. He was smiling a lot. I had to do it. Not guilty. But I didn't leave without saying a few things, you know what I mean? You get put out of a bar, a cop just followed you into a bar, you had the same amount of drinks as LeBron James' years in the NBA. You say a few things. Hey, bitch ass cop, get away from me. And various other things, which aren't illegal. But when they show the body cam footage with some of the exchange, they don't show him following me into the bar. They just cut in with me talking hella shit.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Hannibal Buress. This cop stupid as fuck.
So, yeah, I'm backing away. I'm leaving the bar. Bitch ass cop, fuck you. But I'm backing away. The cop got mad because I was talking to camera instead of him. But I don't care how many drinks I have. Yeah, I'm talking to camera. I'm a professional, dog. Dummy, of course I play the camera. If I talk to you, then the shot is all chin, rookie. Who brought this guy? He didn't appreciate that at all. But what really set him off is when I looked in the camera and said,
hey, what's up, YouTube?
Like, subscribe, share. Every week. Thanks for watching.
All right, put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Damn, this escalated. Somebody run up with a camera phone, hashtag free Hannibal. Like, yo, we don't need a movement already. Let this play out. Now I'm in the back of the car. He's up front. You could have just called me an Uber, dog. Now you the one driving. Yeah, man. This is terrible time management on your part. You gotta learn to delegate. Warren Buffett would never. We get to the station. There's one other dude that's locked up in there. He looked terrible. Cuts on his face, no shirt, chest was cut up, no shoes, feet was messed up. I take one look and say, excuse me, hey, I'm different than him. I'm different than him. I don't know what he did, but it's on a different wavelength than the shit I did. Y'all need some categories and weight classes in here. ASAP, y'all need at least a shoes and no shoes section for here. Get me away from him. Is there VIP in here? Y'all got bottle service? I will buy one bottle for every 25 feet you put me away from him. Nope. All the same. So now I'm just sitting there. I'm very bored because I don't want to talk to this maniac to my right, and I don't have my phone. And I'm just sitting there with still a very strong buzz. So I did what any of us would do in that situation, and I just roasted the cop for 20 minutes. Like, hey, bitch-ass cop, look at you over there, writing paperwork and shit. This charge ain't shit, it ain't gonna stick, and it won't count towards your quota. You never gonna make rank, fuck you. Officer, you ain't shit. And then, Dirty Feet over here, he starts hyping me up. He say, hey, you funny, dog, keep going. I'm like, hell yeah, stupid ass cop. Look at you over there writing paperwork for your emotions, motherfucker. You should be hanging out in the streets of Miami. Instead, you're here doing paperwork. I'll be out in 4 hours, but in 4 hours, you'll still be a bitch, and those boots suck. Dirty Feet say, keep going, dog. Now I'm hyped up, like, ah! Charged up by an audience of 1. That's all it takes. Now the cop is upset. I could tell he was upset. He didn't say nothing, but his foot was shaking. His foot was just shaking. I said, hey, I see your foot shaking. You know why your foot is shaking? Because you a bitch. Your foot is shaking because you're a bitch, and you know these charges ain't shit, but you're gone too far to go back. Now you're sitting there trying to think of something to make the charges sound good, but you ain't even articulate enough to pull it off. So now you're sitting there nervous because you know this is gonna get thrown out, and now your foot is shaking. And so he tried to stop shaking his foot. And he did. But if you all shaky, this shit just moves elsewhere. And so then his hand started shaking. And I said, nah, dog, I'm about to shake in that foot. I don't want you to mess up my paperwork. Then Dirty Feet say, hey, dog, you being real weird. Leave him alone. So I snap out of it, stop roasting him. I stopped roasting the cop because I was dehydrated and my lips were getting chapped. And if I roast him, but my lips is all white, then who really won, right? That's just a draw at best. A little while later, they bring in this other guy that got booked. And Puerto Rican dude, long hair, tattoos, sit right in between me and Dirty Feet. He started saying shit to his arresting officer that made the stuff I said earlier sound like it was out of Toy Story 4. It's burning my brain forever. He sat down and said, hey, I'm gonna murder you when I get out of here. When I get out of here, I'm gonna kill you and your family. I'm gonna find where you live. I'm killing you, motherfucker. You're gonna die. Hey, is there some type of VIP me and Dirty Feet can hang out in? Because we are different than this dude right here. Y'all need some categories and weight classes up in here, some specifications and classifications. They put us in the paddy wagon to go to Dade County Jail. It's a 20-minute ride or so, and they line us up to take mugshots. And so, as I always do, I request a pre-production meeting with the photographer to discuss vision, look, you know, let him know, see what type of Bluetooth speaker he has, let him know what music I want to play and all that. Just the stuff, just typical photo shoot stuff. But they didn't, you know, none of that was going on. Also, I said, okay, y'all not gonna help me. That's fine. Y'all are control freaks about the vision of the shoot. I get that. But can I borrow some chapstick? Because my lips were super dry at that point. I said, hey, give me some chapstick, because this photo is gonna get out and it's just gonna be around. So if you just give me some chapstick, it would mean a lot for me. And when I'm back on the other side, I'll take care of you, whatever you need when I'm out. Hey, if you want, think about whatever you want, just think about what you want, bring it down 3 notches, and I have access to half of that. Like, what do you want? You want courtside WNBA? I got you. Any city, short notice. But he didn't budge on that, so my mugshot looked like this. Crusty lips and shit. Crusty lips, low-res pics. Take it back, bring it back. God damn it. Couldn't take my smile away, though. And that punk-ass cop ripped my shirt, made it look like a Kanye blouse. Yeezy season false arrest edition. Take it down. And so the punishment for that type of crime is just you just have to sit in a room with a bunch of strangers for a few hours without your phone. You don't even go in a cell by yourself. You just sit in adult detention, and they have some whack-ass TV shows on, and that's it. Sit around. It was weird being sort of recognizable in there, because usually you can just bounce if you don't like it. But I started feeling people noticing me after a while. That's something. Yo, hey. Hey, yo, TSA dude from Get Out got locked up, yo. Oh, shit. Sit around for a little bit. They say, go to this room, you go to that room, give us $500, you give them $500, and then you leave. It was about 3 in the morning when I got out. Woke up to the most text messages I've ever gotten at once. And I was in Spider-Man. But I got more texts about being arrested. Hey, you good? Hey, you good? Look at this link. There's free Hannibal t-shirts online. They made t-shirts? I'm out already. No need for the shirts. What is this movement? Stop it. So, as expected, case got thrown out, but I was salty because I put myself in that situation. Sure, cop is an idiot, but absolutely avoidable. But then I got an update about the story that kind of blew my mind. It was one of the wildest headlines I've seen in my career involving me. Look at this shit. Miami cop who arrested Hannibal Buress caught choking man after fireball binge. That reads like an Onion headline or some celeb Mad Lib shit. Southern City, C-list celebrities, shitty alcohol. Oh, let me try. Birmingham, Alabama, Steve-O from Jackass, and Jägermeister. That wins too. Let's get into this goofy article. Comedian and TV star, thanks man, Hannibal Buress walked out of a Wynwood bar during Art Basel 2017, stepped right up to Miami police officer Louis Verne and shouted, "This cop is stupid as fuck," right into Verne's body camera. Now, no, shut up. That's simplifying what happened. That's taking out a lot of buildup. If you read that with no other context of the story, you think that I was just walking down the street and I saw the cop like, "Hey, you stupid as fuck." And then That's not how I operate. That shit ramped all the way up to that. But they have to edit, I guess. Though certainly confrontational, the incident was both legal and hilarious. It's not illegal to go, yo, YouTube, check me out. It's not smart in the moment, but Vern disagreed and arrested Buress on public intoxication charges that Buress called nonsense and was prosecutors later dropped. Yeah, of course they dropped it. Here's how confident I felt about them dropping the charges. When I got sent 3 kind of vetted recommendations for defense attorneys, and I hired the guy only because his last name was Bieber, and I thought that was funny. Brian Bieber in the building over there. I swear to God, I didn't even call the other 2. I just called him up, hey, Biebs, let's beat this case. But it turns out that before the Buress incident, Vern had gotten into some alcohol-related trouble of his own. Miami PD Internal Affairs found that Vern was at a Miller's Ale House with 2 other off-duty cops drinking Fireball before Vern choked the patron and ran away before the cops arrived. Just my luck to get arrested by a goddamn fugitive. What is that shit? I got arrested by a cop that runs away from the cops. How about maybe if you ran away from the cops recently, you shouldn't be able to be a cop anymore? That should be on your annual review. Hey, did you run from the cops? Hey, Vern, you gotta go, man. His buddies chasing him. Hey, Vern! Hey, Vern, come back! Hey, we're gonna see you tomorrow, man. Actually, don't come to work tomorrow. Choked the patron and ran. That's probably why he didn't want me to go into that bar, because he saw how faded I was, and he projected that onto me. He's like, look how drunk he is. He probably about to go choke everybody in there. Run around. No, I don't choke people when I'm drunk. I just salsa dance to my full potential. In fact, according to the city's civilian investigative panel, Vern has now repeatedly been accused of off-duty incidents where allegations were made that he was under the influence of alcohol and had anger issues. Why is this dude still working? Also, anger issues sound like code for cocaine problem. Because this part, in one January incident, an off-duty Vern allegedly rammed a Jeep into a motorist, chased down their car, whipped out a police badge, and yelled, "You don't know who you're fucking with. If you leave now, I'll forget this happened." Don't that sound like some cocaine shit right there? Don't that sound like something somebody will do after just doing 3 lines and watching Training Day at the crib without giving themselves proper time to wind down? Let me just head out, steal Jägermeister from people. Then back to this Miller's Ale House shit. The victim called police after being choked, but Vern fled the bar before they arrived, leaving his cop buddies to deal with the damage and pay his bar tab. What else? Vern told investigators he called himself an Uber. Oh, you do have Uber. Hey, y'all, thanks, Miami. See y'all later, man.